Well, I'm sure you'll agree, those shots look absolutely amazing. And I'm joined by David now, who was the designer on this project, and he's going to talk us through some of the things that are within this design and the range, colours, etc. So yeah, start us off with, what range is this?
This is the Bloomsbury kitchen in the Highland Stone with Carrara Vise worktops, herringbone flooring with an ingle nook for an open fire there. Funny enough, we'll start there with the start of the story, if you like, because that's where originally the Aga was designed. I think the customer said about 12 years ago. Someone had designed it in the corner there, away from all the amenities of the sink and everything else, which is just around the corner. So the customer came to us and said the design they had just doesn't work for them. They're a social family, you know, they like to entertain. They needed a breakfast bar, they needed a TV area. The Aga, I felt, had to take centre stage, and you'll notice throughout this property there's all these like lovely arches which I've used to frame key elements to the design. So when you look through into the kitchen, you'll see that the Aga is framed in what they call the French mantle from Masterclass. And then when you come through from the dining area, there's another arch, and I've used that to frame our Connery unit. So they've got a bar area there as you enter the room. So for them, as a social sort of function room, it works really, really well. They've got plenty of room to sort of do all the preparation on this part here. The sink's just tucked around the corner. They've got the ovens up high with the warming drawer, so that means in the summertime they can turn the Aga off so the room doesn't get too hot, because we put these skylights in for them and plenty of glass here. So in the summertime this room gets quite warm, but in the winter it gets quite cold. So in the summertime they can turn the Aga off and then use the compact microwave oven with the warming drawer there. So they've got everything they need and more.
Great.
What do you think of it?
I think it looks lovely, and coming into the space I get the pleasure to see this in the during and the after senses, and it's stunning. It feels welcoming from every angle.
It does. I think one of the big things is this floating unit here. When you have a sense of space, or when the room isn't that big and you want to give it a sense of space, I should say, having floating units and having the floor running underneath instantly transforms how wide your eye takes in that particular space. And then on this back wall here, we've created the full storage unit there. So there's the larder cupboard with the pull-out drawers, big fridge, big freeze, and then we've just flanked it either side. The customer just wanted a couple of trinkets, so we put some glass dressers on the side there that sort of light up in the evening. So in the evening this place just looks stunning with the nice subtle lighting from the ingle nook, the dressers, and the canopy over there.
And this one is also featuring the external Taurus plinth, I see.
It is. This has become really popular.
So with the client, you've sold the package where we've come in, stripped out the old kitchen, and done all the necessary electrics, plumbing, plastering, and then installed these units.
So we even did the flooring as well, and you wouldn't tell, but this flooring was actually on 3 different levels. So there was almost a ramp going up into the kitchen and a ramp going out of that door there. So we've had to sort of self-level all this, which meant reducing that bottom step, which worked out quite well for the customer, and it meant it can all just be on one level. Again, creating that sense of space. When you have different levels and it's interrupted in a small space, it can look quite enclosed. But when it's all sort of spread out on one area, it instantly feels much bigger.
That's been done really well, because I had no knowledge of that whatsoever, and you wouldn't be able to tell.
No, James did a great job. And as I said, the herringbone effect does sort of mask that. If there are any imperfections in the levels, that kind of takes your eye away from it as well.
So within this kitchen then, you've managed to build in for a Quooker tap.
That's right.
An Aga. You've got the compact oven microwave. You've got a warming drawer. You've got lovely drawers below the oven as well, which I noticed the customers using them for exactly what they're meant for.
Yeah.
And then there's a dustbin which is between the Aga and the cooker.
Yeah. We did want to try and get the dustbin over this side, as I like to sort of do with a preparation, but sometimes in these sort of kitchen designs, it's a big room, but the actual kitchen area is quite a small footprint. So yeah, the bin is on the other side there. But what is nice, it's flanked, well, the Aga is flanked by 2 pull-out cupboards there. So in there you've got all your olive oils,
Yes, you've got
spices.
Yeah, saw that pull out either side.
Yeah.
And this one's actually got a recessed drainer on the sink, which looks great.
Works really well too. Stops all the spillages coming down the front of the doors.
Ideal.
Extra deep grooves put in there, so it does what it's meant to do. Sometimes those grooves aren't quite as sort of deep as they need to be, but this one's spot on.
Yeah, no, it's. I'm sure when people see that, we might have a few more requests for that setup.
Yeah, well, this room suits it because it's a nice sort of. It is a traditional sort of design with that sort of modern twist that we like to do. So those little things, I think, just sort of add to the feature of the room.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite part of this kitchen then?
I got to say that cocktail bar over there is mine. It's got everything. You've got the wing line doors, it's got automatic lighting, it's got a mirrored back, so you've got depth.
It looks the business, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. It stands out, and it's a great place to put it as well, because as you flow through from the dining room, if you've got people over, it's the first thing they see. With those doors open, it's like, wow.
And it's got all the ingredients for your favourite cocktail.
Yeah, I am partial to an espresso martini. I did see the ingredients were there, but it's a little bit early for me.
He means a snowball, really.
That is a great feature, actually. And it's a product which Masterclass offer complete, isn't it?
Yep, you can buy that either in a walnut finish or an oak finish.
Yeah.
You can customise it to a degree, but as it comes, it's just perfect, really. You can have it slightly deeper now as well.
Right, yeah.
So full depth.
Yes.
But in this case, that just looks perfect in that space.
Yeah, it's a great feature to the design.
Thank you.
Well, on that note, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're thinking of considering a project of your own, why not drop in and see us on 63 St John's. We'd be delighted to discuss your project. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when we next upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, Dave.
See you, Steve. Bye, everybody.